The treasure of the parents is their children. When the thought of losing them come into our mind, we feel overprotective toward them. Think about the situation of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, when he commanded for sacrificing his only beloved son, Ismael, peace be upon him. In the story of Ibrahim, peace be upon him, once, Ibrahim had a dream of offering his son, Ismael, peace be upon him, as a sacrifice to his Lord. At first, he thought that Satan tried to trick him. But the following night, he had the same dream, then he realized that dreams were the command of his Lord, Allah. Ibrahim, peace be upon him, loved Ismael, peace be upon him, because he was his only son at this ripe old age, yet he was fully getting ready to fulfill the order of Allah. That is why, without any delay, he went to Ismael, peace be upon him, and took him to Mount Arafat along with the rope and knife. On the way, Ibrahim told his son about the dream. "O my son, indeed I have seen in a dream that I must sacrifice you, so see what you think." Afterning to his father, without further thinking, Ismael, peace be upon him, said, "O my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah wills, of the steadfast." This situation of Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and Ismael, peace be upon him, had proved their unflinching love and devotion for Allah. For shaking their faith and love, Satan first went to Ibrahim, peace be upon him, trying him to true away for fulfilling the order of Allah, but he drove him away and threw the stone toward him. Then, he went to Ismael, peace be upon him, for stopping him to follow his father, but he also drove him away like his father did. That is why, we, Muslim, throw the stone during performing the Hajj to remain ourselves, that when we walk in the path of Allah we have to be firm and strong so that Satan cannot drive us from his path. Throwing the stone at the Satan, it was showed how strong the belief of Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and Ismael, peace be upon him, yet their test was not finished. When them had come to sacrifice Ismael, peace be upon him, Ismael, peace be upon him, said his father that to sharpen the knife and to tie his hands and legs so that he may not struggle, and asked his father to blindfold himself so that he won't have to witness him suffer. Ibrahim, peace be upon him, shaped his knife and faced Ismael's head down to the ground and then blindfolded himself. He drove his knife in the direction where the head of Ismael, peace be upon him, was to slaughter. After the slaughtered, Ibrahim removed his blindfold and saw Ismael was standing next to the dead ram. At that moment, he thought he disobeyed the order of Allah. But Allah replaced him with this ram from the heaven which he slaughtered when he had blindfolded. Then Allah said, "O Abraham, you have fulfilled the vision." In this way, Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and Ismael, peace be upon him, had passed the divine test and proved their love and submission for Allah. Since then, we, all Muslim, have to sacrifice the animal, preferably a goat, cow or camel or ram, as for our devotion and submission to Allah during the Dhul Hijjah every year.